Good morning all IP students. In this video we will command over histogram chart. Histogram chart is a summarization tool for continuous data. What it means is like that if we have a collection of data and we want to summarize the data and represent in a graphical form, then we will use histogram, as it provides a visual interpretation of numerical data by showing the number of data points that fall within a specified range of values. The theory will be clear with the example because it's a conceptual thing. So let's focus on example. Assume these are your marks in half-yearly exam in the subject IP. If I have given you the data, this is continuous data. But if I ask you a question, how many students have obtained the marks in the range 0 to 33? Then, observing the data, you will say 3 students from 0 to 33, because in practice 33 you would have included. But if you will ask the same question to histogram, if histogram would have represented this information from 0 to 33, how many students have obtained, then it will say 2 students. The next range 33 is not included. 0-33 means 0 greater than equal to 0 and less than 33. If I say 33 to 45, then greater than equal to 33 and less than 45. This is the range meaning in the histogram creation. It should be clear to you. Next thing is, when we are focusing on such things, we are talking about the frequency. How many numbers between this range, how many numbers between this range. That means frequency of element in a range. This data is represented by histogram. Now, let's come to the function. Hist function is used to create histogram graph, and the syntax is matplotlib.pyplot. Usually we use the alias for it. .hist, we are calling the hist function, and it compulsory parameter is like x, definitely the sequence from which you will plot the histogram. Bins, if you are giving fine, otherwise it will take by default 10 bins. Cumulative data, we will understand it with once basics are clear. What is the meaning of this parameter cumulative? Actually it takes the collective bins data. Hist type, various types of histograms you can create. You can change the alignment as well and orientation also. According to that, these number of parameters we can pass to the hist function while creating histogram chart. In a very basic form, we will learn all these parameters practically. So we are coming to the basic thing of making histogram chart. This is simplest example. First of all, we are importing the module with the alias name PLT, and you have given the marks list. All your marks obtained have been stored in this marks list. And next line is plt.hist. You are calling the hist function. That means you want to make a histogram. From which data? From the data stored in the marks list. By default, because you are not passing bins. Bins means range. You are not specifying range. So based upon the data in the list marks, range 10 ranges have been created, and for each range how many elements are there, according to that this is the height of the bar. So if you count, because actually it is the output, plt.show, once you execute this code you will obtain this output. And if you count in this output how many bins are there, so 1 2 3 2 blank 5 6 blank 7 8 9 blank 10, so total 10 bins are here in this output. And if you notice 20 to 30, how many elements are there, it is making automatically its own range. So we don't know actually it is 20 to 30, it is different from 20 to 30. And if we want to know actual range used in creating this histogram, we will execute this code on IDLE with different variation in the code. So I am opening the new file, just paste it, but I will call certain, I am passing certain more things in this program. Hist function returns certain information. Right now I am storing that returned information in three variables a, b, c. Actually a will tell the frequency of the elements in the range created in b. Let's execute it. I will give the name h1. Now you can notice this a, this is the output of a, this one is the output of a, and this one is the output of b. If you notice in this b list there will be total 11 elements, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. From these 11 elements 10 bins have been created. So first bin is about greater than equal to 20 and less than 26.9, and if you notice in your output section, greater than equal to 20 and this indicates less than 26.9. Next bin is from 26.9 to less than 33.8. It is, if you look in between, so it should be 26.9, greater than equal to, this is a bin starting, less than 33.8, and likewise the rest of the bins. And for each range it is telling how many elements are falling in this range. That means from greater than equal to 20 and less than 26.9 in your given marks. In your given marks, there are how many elements? 2 elements. In the next range, how many elements? 1 element. So what should be clear? If we are not giving bins, it is creating bins, by default 10 bins, based upon the data you have passed. Based upon the data you have passed. Your starting, the minimum value in your list was 20, so this list, so this bin starting bin creation value is 20, and likewise your last value would have been used here to create the bin. And then range has been defined. For each range it is counting the frequency as well. So using these two things, it is actually plotting this histogram. By default, how many bins? There should be 10 bins. Next thing to learn is, this is the simplest form of the histogram. Another sample code to make histogram. In this code, only one thing has been changed. Rest of the things are as same as our program. First of all, we have created the marks list. Right now, to make the things clear, I have stored the values returned by hist function in the variables a, b, c, because actually it returns 3 values. And while calling hist function, we are passing the list as well as we are telling the number of bins to be used to create this histogram. पिछले वाले example में we have not specified the number of bins, so it was by default 10 bins. But right now in this we are telling that to create this histogram, 5 bins should be created. So based upon your data, next see the print A, so it is the output of print A. Next is print B, so it is the output of print B. And plt.show is showing this histogram itself. So based upon the data in the marks, it has created, if you see in the second list, there should be 6 values. The first bin is starting from greater than equal to 20, less than 33.8. Next bin is greater than equal to 33.8 and less than 47.6. And for each range, it is counting in your marks how many elements are falling in this range. So 20, greater than equal to 20 and less than 33.8, we have total 3 elements. That's why the height of this first bar is 3. For the next range, we would have 2 elements. So that's why the height of this bar is 2 as per y-axis. So when we are giving bins based upon the data stored in the list or in the first parameter, it will create bins and then it will count the frequency and then histogram is plotted. Means this bin can be totally different if the data is different, but definitely total 5 bins will be created, and after the creation of the bins, frequency will be counted. Still, programming wise, we are calling the hist function. In the first example, we have created we have called the hist function with the one parameter only. In this example, we have passed two parameters. And now see, but in this table only the same thing has been explained, that this is, and the first win is greater than equal to 20 and less than 33.8, and the number of elements are 3 in this range. The next range is greater than equal to 33.8 and less than 47.6, and the number of elements in this range is 2, and so on. Next example, to find the number of students in the range and represent in the chart form, we use histogram. What it means is that the data is same as in the marks, but now we want our customized bins. Our first bin should be from 0 to greater than equal to 0. Excuse me, sorry. Greater than equal to 0, equal to is missing here. It should be greater than equal to 0 and less than 33. The next bin should be greater than equal to 33 and less than 45. And as per our data, the number of elements falling in these range are also given here. So programming wise, if we focus, first line is importing the module, second line is about storing the marks in the list, third line for explanation, I have again taken the return values in the three variables a, b, c, and actually we are printing only two a and b because they are meaningful for us right now to understand how the histograms have been plotted. So if you notice, the second parameter is not like bins equals to 5 or bins equals to 6. We are saying bins equals to, and in the list we are giving the list value like 0, 33, 45, 60, 100. And if you notice the output of print B, this is the output of print B, and the first line is the output of print A. So first 0, 33, 45, 60 and 100 has been used. That means total how many bins have been created? 4. The first bin is greater than equal to 0 and less than 33. And your number of elements in marks list are 2 in this range. Next bin is greater than equal to 33 and less than 45. And in your marks, total number of elements in this range are 3. So this histogram has been plotted using customized bins. Next is other parameters we are going to focus upon of hist function. In this example, the same data is taken from the previous examples. Marks, bins also same. The custom bins total, because we are passing 5 values, that means 4 bins have been created. R width is the new parameter. For each histogram, the width has been reduced from 1 to 0.8 by us. By default it is 1, so right now it is 0.8, and color has been changed to magenta as well, and this histogram has been shown in the next line. The rest of the things are same, but the output will appear different from the above one because the R width is also changed as well as color.